Let's see what happens, man.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Oh yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of the Sitdown. I'm Mark Perez, and that is.
I'm Nick.
That's right.
I'm sitting down.
Just two young old blokes from.
I want to be
an
young.
area.
I won't accept what I was just telling you about 2 minutes ago, man. I don't accept it.
Me neither.
No.
It's a It's not hard to grasp. You know, it's just a part of life, but it's still wild.
Yeah.
Like.
It's a shame.
30.
You could tell right in the camera if I do this. Yeah, that's 30.
Oh, that hairline, dude. Yeah. Well, you see this, dude. Jeez. Where did all that testosterone go, man?
It's there.
Yeah.
It's bogus.
Been eating too much soy, I guess.
I need to get, what is that, more fiber in my diet.
More fiber.
The doctor says your blood pressure's too high.
Yeah. Start shaving with Manscapes. No, that's not an advertisement.
Itching for the sponsor?
Nah, but if you want to, I mean, hey, yeah, come and check out our one other video so far on this channel. But so what's been going on, man?
For the past, well, let's just say from the new year on, I've been trying to work a lot of overtime, and there hasn't been a whole lot, so I have been doing a lot of daddy-daughter time.
Yes.
Been driving my truck a lot. Having some issues. Not bad, though. Annoying, but then a used vehicle.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
Like I was just telling you a minute ago, I got a flat tire.
Oh yeah, I've been there too.
There's another one about the age is I was telling you I was outside and I'm working on. I got these pair of pliers. I'm pulling this big screw out of there, and it's freezing cold outside. And I'm working on getting that stupid thing in there to rub that circle or whatever into the tire, so you can get like a good plug in there. And I go to let go of it, and like my hands don't want to move. They're cold, and they don't want to react. Same thing with what I was telling you about playing A Link to the Past. It's a Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
Kept getting my ass whooped by the Dark World number 4 crystal boss. I'm not gonna go into it again, but
How did you hold up to the StarCraft bosses? Since we're talking about games.
StarCraft. So StarCraft, I'm not super fast. A lot of it's just APM. That's actions per minute. A lot of it is learning to balance micro and macro.
Get a little organized here.
Observe.
Yeah.
The micro is how you manage each individual base. Your mineral collecting, you're building your units, spending your money, and then your macro is getting more of those bases or moving out on the map, or holding a position, defending or attacking. And it's learning to balance all of that.
Yes, I noticed that, and not even just from playing StarCraft, but like Halo Wars, Command and Conquer, like all those RTS games.
Yes.
One issue I always have with them, and it's mainly just the idea of like multiple things going on at once, and like being observant enough of like all of it. Like you said, like, so you want to go out and attack.
Yeah.
Like, so I actually, a good example was like one of the first battles in the game where you're you meet up with that one the one girl, she can like go invisible.
Oh, you're talking about StarCraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
No, I thought you were talking about something else, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, but in that specific level, you have to go and wipe out the aliens, or I can't. I'm terrible with all the names. Forgive me.
In that level, the Zerg.
The Zerg.
Yeah, in that level, you have to wipe out the Terran, but that's okay. Keep going.
Yes. So you're trying to attack them, but at the same time, you're like kind of trying to keep your resources going and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the while, they got these big ass like tanks or whatever you want to call them that are coming and attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like you get preoccupied with one thing and then you lose focus of the others, and then like before you know it, like if you're not paying enough attention, like you just like you're like half your base just got wiped out, or the 20 like starships that you sent out to go do some damage are just all blown up.
Vaporized,
yeah. It's a fun game though.
I love StarCraft. I like Total Annihilation Kingdoms. That one, it's a little bit easier to get into the RTS genre, I feel like, because it's more simplified, and it's still fun. But I've got it so figured out that even with my slowness, compared to like a pro or anything like that, I could still pretty much hang with the rest of them. I have a great strategy, and I could just whoop anyone. But on StarCraft, I'm nowhere near anything good at all. StarCraft is extremely intensive, and you have to pretty much do every action. You have to. They will not make multiple buildings. They will not make multiple units. They will not continue to just spam out stuff or whatever. You have to tell things to repair. You have to tell things to, patrol. You have to tell things to move or collect.
There's no autonomy at all in the game.
Not at all. Not at
Even
all.
you know how you can make them kind of like walk back and forth to guard. Even as they're doing that, like you still have to like tell them to attack.
Right. There's better ways to get them to attack than what the game has already pre-designed.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I learned that the hard way.
And I think that's what makes it such a good game. But you do have to devote some time. And once you start getting halfway decent, you start learning the hotkeys.
I was just gonna say, dude. Yeah, those seem like they're pretty essential.
Yeah. I love my dad to death. I love him to death, and I love playing with him. I just wish me and him would verse each other more, so I could try to get him to use both hands. I always give him a hard time to say he plays like this.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was Corey. Corey was making fun of me because I like barely
made workers.
Yeah. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Corey's been such a busy dude lately. Kind of hurts my heart, but he's not doing anything bad. He's just so damn busy. He doesn't have a lot of leisure time to work out or play StarCraft or do a lot of stuff. He probably has been playing Minecraft on Mondays, but I have not been. I was doing that for a while.
Yeah.
With Corey. And we got just a whole bunch of people into it. I think the server's got like 8 or 10 people. Very cool. But January came around. January came around, the other J month.
Yeah, right.
And
J's, man.
I stopped playing. And I think what had happened was I burned that fire too deep. I burned that fire too hot. I cannot talk today. I was at the gas station earlier. Also, since when is Indiana higher than Illinois gas prices?
I haven't really noticed, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you drive a Civic, you get 2,000 miles per.
True. But where did you go?
So I'm leaving the plant and I'm coming back to Hammond, and I looked at the gas prices and like. Right by Torrance and stuff was $3.09. I was like, it'd probably be like $2.89 by the house. Nope, $3.59.
Yeah, well that's Hammond. So I mean, you are closer to Illinois, so it probably has something to do with that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Since when?
Forever, man.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
I don't know about Hammond, but I know like. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe I shouldn't say that because Usually like that Klein, that Speedway on Klein,
Yeah.
that one's generally pretty low.
Speedway incline.
Well, off of Klein basically, like when you get off the expressway there, and like going to
Yeah,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. There's like some apartments or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Come in.
Where the old where the old Griffith Golf Course used to be, or the
Mhm.
golf center.
Not that I smoke cigarettes anymore, but cigarettes is cheaper in Indiana.
Yeah.
Alcohol, you can buy it late at night on Sunday in Illinois. You know, it's each one has their own thing. Fireworks you buy in Indiana, then you travel to Illinois.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you're in Illinois, and you're like, oh, why are these people blowing off fireworks?
Right,
You know?
and they'll do it
Yeah.
like, Cinco de Mayo. They'll do it for
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
birthday, you know.
Yep. Mother's Day, you know.
Christmas, New Year's,
Yep,
you know.
yep. All of them. But
St. Patty's Day coming up. What do you got
yeah,
planned?
dude, I got nothing planned.
I got nothing planned.
Are they painting the Chicago River green?
Probably. Hey,
I haven't really looked too deep into it.
we should go get a green beer.
Yeah. You get a beer, I'll get a Coke.
What is the point of that? You know what? You get the Green River.
I'd rather do
I
that.
think you missed a good catch.
I missed a
there.
very good joke there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
I'm off my A game.
So am I, man. Like I was saying, I went to go get gas, and I told the lady I was on pump 6 and I was on pump 4. I almost gave $60
Oh, I
to
hate
some
when I do
random
that,
dude.
dude. I hate when I do that, man.
I even looked at it as I'm walking in. Go for it. What do you got?
I did that one time at a speedway, and I get out, and literally the pump I told them, somebody was just pulling up to it,
Oh,
and I was like, son of a bitch.
wow.
So I had to run in real quick and say, oh, I gave you the wrong pump, my bad, you know, and yada yada, and they ended up taking it off before they could realize it. But
You know what you should do is if you pull up, you do that, and then pull up behind the guy and just start blaring the horn at him. Hurry up, move, hurry, get your ass out of the way. No, don't do that. I don't recommend that at all.
no, there's some crazy people out there, man.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, crazier though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, pull a weapon out on you, kind of crazy.
Yeah, the guys that don't mind to go to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. They've been there already, you know. Yeah, right. They want to go back, you know. Like,
What movie is that? Shawshank Redemption?
yes,
Man is institutionalized.
yes. The old man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that was a sad story.
Super.
And then Morgan Freeman's kind of like feeling the same thing.
He was getting scared.
Yeah. That's got to be like the worst though, because I mean, really,
Spend all your life in
you
there.
spend all your life there. Like you have the routine down, and then, yeah, that's got to be like a nightmare.
Something I've been listening
That's
to.
crazy, man. Like that's so sad. Like I'm sure for like most of the time in there, all they could think about is how they can't wait to get out, right? But then time just passes by. You know, you might have had a loved one or whatever that has moved on at that point.
Oh,
Family
of course.
family members gone. You know, like, so it's like, what do you have to live for anymore at a certain point? And then now they let you go.
Yeah.
It's like how is that even really freedom?
you
anymore?
haven't
How does
known-
it feel like freedom?
You haven't owned anything in the past 15 years.
Yeah,
Denied.
yeah. That's crazy. Stay out of trouble, kids. You know.
It's tough because you're trying to punish someone or you're trying to find a way to discipline them. I think discipline is a better word.
Yeah. Yes. You know, they always say like in movies and stuff too, right? Like I'm gonna rehabilitate you.
Mm.
But like, are you rehabilitating or are you just like destroying? because really, like, because at a certain point you might be rehabilitating them, but then like I said, people that they know and they love, like at a certain point, right? They all just they're gone, and then even their idea of what life was like, or like maybe they were incarcerated like in the 70s or whatever, and now they come out now and there's cell phones and all this like new technology that's just nothing that they've ever even seen before.
If that's the case, that's 50 years.
Yeah.
If you went to jail at 18 plus 50 is 68.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Imagine doing 50 years in the pen like that. So you would have had to gone in at 76, 1976. Get out in 2024. No.
Math. Computing.
What is that? 1974.
Well, I know what you're saying though. Like it, like I was saying, like, for one, yeah, right. Their youth is now gone, right? Like they're
oh shit, their youth, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s,
man,
all gone.
I mean, like I said, don't do drugs, stay out of trouble, kids, because that's what's gonna happen. Your life is just gonna pass you by.
Just do a little bit and get in a little bit of trouble.
Just get into a little bit of
trouble. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, skip a test. Maybe.
Show up 5 minutes late.
Yeah, right.
They give you the first one for free. I mean, come on. Okay.
No, but
don't make a habit
out of it. Don't make a habit of it, That's crazy, man. 50 years. I'm only, we just started like our careers, I mean, you've been in a little bit longer than I have, but like.
Not a brag.
But no, I'm just saying, like, even now though, it's like I've noticed, like, I'm almost done with my apprenticeship. It seems like I just started, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna have funny, a 40-year-old.
Yeah. Like I didn't feel like feel it as much with college and everything like that, but with this trade and everything, like just how fast it's gone. It's like, man, and I still have 30 something years to go,
I still got 20 to go,
and from the way it sounds, it's gone like that.
It's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone.
And how it feels.
Hey.
So enjoy your life, Make the best out of it at all times.
I've been watching a lot of homicide and murder, like, and it's not mysteries, but it's like, when the detectives got you in the station and they're doing the interrogation process or whatever, they're bringing you in for questioning.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of that, and that's pretty cool. I'm not saying it's cool to be in that situation.
No.
But it's not cool to, murder someone either, so.
Recently I was watching a crazy video of this guy was on the news, and they were talking about a missing person. There was some woman in his in this apartment building that he had lived in. Well, as he's talking to this news anchor,
did he slip?
He's talking to her, saying, "Oh yeah, we've been looking for her for whatever so and so days." They find out that they found her body, and when they start talking about that, his like whole body just like
God,
shuts down. His face and everything turns flush. He's like, "Oh, I gotta sit down for a second," and this is all on live air, dude. This is live TV, dude. And he starts crying. Oh, she was such a sweet person. Yeah, trying to like play it off. Well, he killed her, and like that's crazy. Like, it was all on air. And then, they show the like the interrogation room.
Well, we found the body. What?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. And then it's funny because like this confident guy or whatever that you saw on the news. You know, you see him in the interrogation room, and he's got nothing to say.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's just kind of got this blank stare. He's just like,
I want my lawyer present.
you know, yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Man. Yeah, I seen you know, speaking of like all that kind of crime and all that, like you ever see those videos of like the police where they mess with like FBI agents that are like undercover, and they
What?
like,
You gotta send me this stuff.
yeah, man. Well, the ones that I saw, like there was this one guy, he was undercover. He was doing something at some bar, you know, and then the police come up to him, and like I guess they were looking for somebody, and they I guess they matched him to somebody that they're looking for, and so they start questioning this guy, and you know, he's like basically you know, he's just trying to basically kind of push them off, you know, like, oh, you know, whatever, you know, kind of trying to ignore him, and then they start like really like going after him, and like they try to like cuff him and everything, and then he's like, dude, I'm an FBI agent, yada yada.
If you were, are you allowed to give that information away that quick?
Well, I think they took his ID and everything, so they saw it, you know. They
Could
saw
the police still hold you?
That's the thing. So they do sometimes.
Oh shit!
And then they get in trouble because, you know, they're basically just how like you can get in trouble for interrupting their investigation, or however they call it. I forget the terminology of it.
Sure.
But it's like the same thing with the FBI. Like they're messing with them, like on duty. So it's like,
okay,
it's
yeah,
messed up.
There's some fuckery going on both sides. Yeah.
Yep. There was one that they had. This guy was same thing. I think he was undercover, and the police started messing with him. He was you know, he was using his whatever you know, right to remain silent and all this stuff, and he just they ended up throwing him into the back of this police car for like no reason except just like because he was now a suspect, you know, for something.
Bring it.
And he ended up being an FBI agent. You know, he had like some pre-existing medical condition with like I think it was like a stroke or something. So he ended up getting kind of hurt from them putting him in the back of this hot car. And I think he was able to sue him and stuff. But it was like, yeah, there's this whole thing. Like there's so many different situations.
If you are the officer that does that, are you personally held responsible, or is it the, you know, who you represent that's responsible?
Well, yeah, I think they are, because the one guy, the first one that I was talking about, where like they were messing with him at this bar, he ended up getting like reprimanded, and I think he even like one of them lost their job.
Yeah, but I mean, do you have to pay? Do you have to pay that money, that sue money?
Oh,
that's what I want to know. I feel like that never happened.
I don't know, man.
Right.
That's probably all kind of under the table, you know.
Of course, you know. I'm trying to get into this this guy with what's his name? Penguin Zero. Some of his shit I like.
He's
some
awesome.
of it some.
You know, like they're those streamers. They all kind of coexist amongst each other, and there's feuds, and you know, this guy said this, and now these guys are attacking them because of what they said, and there's just a whole lot of drama. But that guy, what's his name?
Moist Critical or whatever.
Moist Critical that's like his Twitch name or whatever. But Penguin
Zero is on
as
YouTube.
And but he's
coming.
I like his where he like rates things. He's got like the tiers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Karens and stuff like that. I always get a kick out of those videos.
I watch a lot of the stories, a lot of like if he's covering some drama or some whatever.
Yeah.
But he goes way overboard on his on whatever he uses to describe it in a similar fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you're overdoing it with no enthusiasm, you know? And it to me, it just seems like pumped out content, you know? It's just like, getting it out in mass.
Just trying it, yeah.
Just churning the
Yeah.
churning the cog, turn.
Yeah. Well, those streamers, they have they have like it's kind of necessary for them to just pump out.
I believe you.
There's guys I can't, I don't want to say any names in particular, but like there's just like on Twitch especially, there's people that'll just record their whole day. This dude will wake up in the morning. Oh, hey guys, just mixing up a protein shake here, and then he,
Don't ever get to this.
see him-
Stay being an electrician.
yeah, dude, you'll see him in the car. Now he's driving to the gym. Oh, hey Anna, thank you for the free subscription, or
Fuck that.
Hey, oh, thank you for the $50 tip.
Right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get McDonald's now, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
go put gas. in
Yeah,
the car.
and then they're reading the comments. Oh, haha, yeah, he was salty. Just talking. Yeah. But it's content that obviously people enjoy.
Some.
But there's that a lot of these YouTube guys got to compete with.
Sure.
So I guess what I was trying to say was like, with Moist Critical, he's just kind of trying to keep up. Yeah. Like today, all I'm gonna, or maybe not today, but tomorrow or on a later date, I'm just gonna put this recording into DaVinci Resolve, and then
Yeah, you're gonna chop it up, look at it.
yeah.
I get that, but
And then but
I like-
those guys have tons of content, like within like for 7 days, right, that they can just look at and cut clips for.
right.
So we got it made in the shade, but
I like this better.
yeah, right.
I may not come with like the most ideological and most sounding or most educated stuff, but I feel like it's real.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a
this
real
is-
guy in the real world.
I think the basis of the basis of this like little thing that we're doing is just to, like you said, just kind of shoot from the hip, be real with each other, like, and there's no real research that we're doing. Like, I mean, me and you both today just came here and was like, oh yeah, let's just start talking.
Yep. I was late.
And of course, but yeah, this is more relaxed for sure.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good way to kind of get back into the swing of things. The UFC fights were on, so we were watching some of the fights a little bit later on.
Who versus who?
What was his name? They weren't anybody like big time. They were like it was like the free events that they have. It wasn't like one of the big UFC like title fights or nothing like that. But it was in Mexico City, and like every fight was a Mexican versus Brazilian.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Like good skill
Good
match.
fights,
Yeah,
man.
good.
They were. It was pretty impressive because like they. A lot of times, like it's even with the title fights, a lot of these guys they're like specialists.
Sure.
So. Either they're a grappler submission guy or they duke it out. These guys, man, they were just kind of like all around good fighters. Like they'd be on the ground.
But they're still throwing.
They'd be on the ground. Yeah, they'd be trying to get submissions in, throwing their punches.
When they can.
But as soon as they were able to get up, they were scrapping.
I like that better.
They would scrap a little bit, and then one of the guys would, get some energy, take them down again. Now they're back down trying to grapple, get some submission. It was exciting. It was a lot of back and forth.
I'm more of the scrap enjoyer.
Yeah.
Than the grapple enthusiast,
Yeah.
I mean, there's skill there.
I do like to see a good scrap myself.
Yes, yeah. To me, that's like a real like brawny fight,
Right.
I've been watching a lot of like early UFC with Don Fry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yes.
He's got that goddamn mustache, that like black thick mustache.
I like those the original Gracie fights. I think that was in like UFC 1 even, where he came out like in the gi and everything. They're yeah, they're definitely judo like or Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I mean.
Right, and they took down all of them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They were like they were like the kings at one point.
Right.
I remember the one later on in his career, I forget which one it was. But he was getting like manhandled, but he was taking like these arm bars like a champ. I wish I remembered which Gracie it was. But this dude had him in like this arm bar, man. And he had him down. And you could see his arm was like hyperextending.
Oh yeah, like bending away. It ain't.
He's getting this dude's got it in, and he's not tapping. This guy is just not tapping.
Blackout before I tap out.
I think legit. I think they stopped it.
What?
Just because like he wasn't doing anything. Like he was like they basically like it was basically like a KO.
I passed out from an armbar.
Right? Like no, but like he wasn't like it was like he wasn't even affected by it. He just had like this straight face. Just like
he's like, man,
waiting for the time to pass.
Just waiting for my order, man. I don't know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild though. Those guys were they were like just true fighters. Like there was no BS involved with it. It was just like, hey, I want to scrap, man. Like let's pick a day and let's get in there.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. No
fortune, just fame.
Right,
well,
right.
Shit.
Like
no fortune or fame.
The first UFCs, like the first pay-per-views and all that, like they weren't real flashy. Like it was just like, hey, this guy's gonna fight this dude. Like
they do
let's
multiple fights a night.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying like one fighter would like? Oh wow! See, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's some like elimination chamber type stuff, dude.
A whole different type
some WWE.
Yeah.
Or Royal Rumble, I should say.
I'm calling you out. You're a big jabroni.
You're a jabroni.
I always like that word, man.
Oh yeah.
Always like that word. Man, like the 70s or the 80s and 90s, like that bodybuilder steroid, pump and fool you.
Oh yeah.
Big muscle, all these dudes walking around, and sometimes they just get that flow going, and it's like,
oh yeah,
whatever comes out. I think that's what was going on.
Yeah, some of those old school like backstage promos. Sometimes you're just like kind of you're in shock of like what they say, because it's like what they're saying, but like what comes out of their mouth like sounds entirely different. Like
yep.
Like, your ass is mine, or something like that. But just like the way he said it.
Rage in a cage. It's just,
Yeah, something crazy like that would come out. Like, yeah, I'm gonna grasp them cheeks. What?
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck. Say some
weird shit,
off
man.
the wall shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna manhandle them pecs in the ring. What?
Those pepperonis are mine.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's some guys that don't drink. I get it,
Yeah, well, I don't think that has much
bearing in this conversation.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any comparison to what we're talking about right now. But some people are just complainers.
Some people are haters.
Some people are haters.
Oh, some people are ainers.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Mess with you, big dog. I'm starting to learn that again. If they mess with you, they like you.
That's right.
That so I've been on days in the press room now for about a year. I'm gonna shorten this part up real quick. I started in assembly on afternoons, went to assembly on days, went to the press room on afternoons for 8-hour shifts. Went back to assembly on days. Got forced back to his press room on afternoons. Went to assembly on days for like 4 or 5 years, and then this past year, been in the press room on days. So I've been meeting a lot of whole new people, and I've had a year to do it. And I think I'm finally starting to break a lot of that ice. I'm really getting comfortable with these guys, and they're really starting to fuck with me. And that is showing me that, they're starting to know me. They're starting to,
Yeah.
we've had some conversations. We learning about each other's family or personal life, or we just, have random talks about bullshit. We fuck with each other. We do little things to let each other know, like, got you, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was taking it personal in the beginning, and I'm like, I thought it was all just like these old men fucking with me, and it is, but they're just me, because that was at the beginning of the stream. Me and you're gonna be 30 this year. We're old men.
We're still young, but we're getting up. We're getting older. Yeah. I know what you're saying, though.
These guys are just old men that just been old men for a little bit longer than us, and that's just another form of like acceptance for me, I guess.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like one of the further stages.
Further stages of
stages of grief.
7 stages of grief. Okay.
Acceptance. Acceptance is the last one. Ouch. That's how far along I am.
Well, good. You're almost there.
Almost. I accept it. I'm learning on accepting it, but that is some funny shit. But the more of the fact is that all these guys, they're just messing with me in their different ways, and there's little cliques, of course. Like there's little cliques anywhere,
right?
And I like to be a part of as many cliques because I like to just feel like I'm just generally accepted. Like I'm just trying to be a decent ass dude or half decent dude that just works, and he wants to be there, he wants to do it. Because that makes everyone's life easier, everyone's life better. Like, oh, this guy ain't no, jack off. This guy ain't no piece of shit. He's he's half decent to work with wherever you put him, or
right.
He shows up on time. That was one thing. What was it? Last Wednesday, driving into work, and the transmission on my truck went out.
Ooh.
And you remember the first podcast we did. And I was talking about I was getting the transmission done.
Yeah.
Hopefully
you did it wrong. No.
Hopefully this is the last time. Hopefully it just runs smooth from here on out.
Dang.
But that goes to show, like the engine. I've had the engine in now for over a year. Perfect. No issue.
Mm-hmm.
But that transmission, this is the third time we've had to pull it out and play with it.
I've noticed that, like, a lot of cars, like the good cars, everything else goes bad. But if it's a good car, like if it's a good engine, like the engine itself is pristine, but it's just everything else is just made shit.
Yeah, like the wiring or the starter.
Like, I say that because my Impala, I always remember, like, whenever I bring it into the to the mechanic, he would always say, like, when something would be wrong with it, he'd always say, yeah, your engine is perfect, your engine is great, but it's just everything else. Like, yeah, so
100%.
yeah,
100%.
it's like
well,
I guess just wear and tear,
At the end of the day, I can live with no cold air, no AC.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can go without the radio. I'll just turn my phone on and I'll get a speaker like your little Sony.
Okay. Yeah.
At the end of the day, okay, Windows not going up, that's a different story. What if it's raining?
Right.
Now, to be fair, I got 2 vehicles, so I could drive one in the rain and one in the dry. Not everybody has that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a luxury. I know it's an 07 Avalanche and a 17 Escape, but still.
2 good cars, right?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking delighted, tickled. I'm just happy I keep on rolling, Try to keep my nose clean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, if it gets you to point A to point B, that's what matters.
That's all I need to see.
Right.
Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Yeah, dude. Ain't that the truth?
Well, yeah, I'm game.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Hell yeah, man.